Richy cat. He's hot shit, man. He's blowing up. Just give it time, man. He'll be at the top. Yeah, you watch him.
We're gonna do a little interview with Richy Nix.
What's up, Richy Nix?
Standing here with Richy Nix, you know what I'm saying? Send it up to the people. So Richy, man, how long you been doing this old rap thing?
4.5 years.
4.5 years?
5 years.
Right,
Since I was 13.
13? That's some shit there, that's some shit. Now, Richy, how do you explain your music? I mean, when people will say, how's Richy Nix? How do you explain your music? Where did it all come from? Explain it.
It's crazy. That's what it is. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's my life. That's all it is. That's all you get.
You know, when me and Richy go out, we talk about a lot of stuff. To have the CD in my pocket and pump it in and hear my guitar, you know, through Marty's amps and through his studio and with Richy singing, I mean, you can't ask for anything else, you know. I'm going to be 60 years old and show my grandkids, and something to be proud of, I think, so.
When I started out in the hip-hop scene, I was really big on freestyle battling. Like, when you're at a party, people would always throw me a word and be like, just rhyme with it. But the more and more I realized, like, freestyle battling didn't do shit for me, really. It got me respect to a certain degree, but it wasn't making me money. It wasn't progressing my career. I wasn't like getting any more talented in songwriting. And it was like when you beat someone in a battle, they get mad at you. You almost make an enemy every time you beat someone. So I'd rather have just performed a song and made a fan than humiliate somebody on stage. So I made a promise to myself that I would never battle again.
I was in a lot of bands growing up, and it's not that one band was better than the next. Just playing around, I had Richy CDs. I didn't know who Richy was. I didn't know what he looked like. I just enjoyed his music, and I heard one day he was playing at the river. There was a car show going on, and there was a lot of hype about the kid, so I wanted to go check him out and hope to finally meet the kid, you know. So go down to the river with me and like a bunch of friends, and I see a limo pulled up, and there it is. And they tore up the place. I mean, he really rocked the show. I just wanna shoot cool, man, I leave a rack of up. Rush your wanna shoot fools, but always be acting up. And I start throwing stools, just people be acting up.
I've played shows with Royce da 5'9", Paradigm, Obi Trice. And like I started to grow really tired of the scene, like a lot of hatred, a lot of beef. It just wasn't. I wasn't feeling it. It wasn't like the people were about the music. They're about who's fucking who's selling this amount of drugs. It wasn't about the music and me. I had the music in my blood, so I just like gravitated towards playing with a rock band. I had just randomly met up with some people.
Alex ended up meeting him somewhere, and me and Alex were jamming, and we needed a singer, so we basically just asked Richy, you know, come out and just try singing for us, just see what you could do. So we came out
and jammed out with them, and I was drunk, and they were just like, you know, just make stuff up. So I started singing. Next thing you know, I was better than their singer.
He came to my house probably 2-3 times a week. We would jam, and that's where we got started. Facing Friendly Fire was born.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Facing Friendly Fire!
I've played with a lot of good rock bands like Bleed the Dream, Black Maria, Dead and Divine. I mean, there's probably a lot that I'm missing, but I mean, you get the point. I've been around, I've done my thing.
Other things, like a lot of people, they're on a different level, you know? Like, to me, music isn't how fast you can play a riff, or, you know, how loud your amp is, or, you know, how many classes you've taken. It's something that comes out of the heart, you know?
And he'll start writing riffs, and I'll try to match my vocals with his riffs, harmonize with his riffs, or he'll harmonize with my vocals. It's like really good chemistry. Like we work well together.
I mean, Richy can't hit the notes that Axl Rose can hit, but he knows his range, he sticks within it, and he owns it. And I think that's the key. I mean, Kurt Cobain revolutionized music in the early 90s, and you know, he could barely play the guitar at the time. So
we book a session, we come see Marty at SLR.